So apparently Hollywood thought it was a good idea to completely and utterly destroy another beloved franchise. Apparently someone in Hollywood thought it was a good idea to make a reimagined Scooby-Doo show for adult modern audiences. The only problem is this Scooby-Doo show doesn't even have Scooby-Doo in it. Velma is a race-swapped lesbian. Daphne is a race-swapped lesbian. Shaggy is not even named Shaggy. He's just some black dude that smokes too much weed. A little stereotypical if you ask me. And of course Fred is still some white guy because they needed Fred to be the butt of all of their jokes. Now of course this show came out and it absolutely bombed. No one likes it. The trailer alone got over 300,000 dislikes on YouTube, as opposed to like 11,000 uplikes. It's getting straight trashed in the reviews. People are making fun of it online. People are making videos about it. It's a complete and utter disaster. And how does Hollywood respond to this? Do they say, oh, you know what? We're sorry. We're going to do better. We're going to take your constructive criticism and make a better Scooby-Doo show moving forward? Do they admit that they were wrong and realize, hey, maybe audiences didn't want this reimagined Scooby-Doo? No. Of course they did not go any of those routes. Instead, they did the typical thing that Hollywood has been doing for the last few years. They accused Scooby-Doo's entire fan base of being racist and misogynist. I am not lying. I am dead serious. They claim that the only reason people don't like this show is because they're racist and they don't want an Indian Velma. They don't want an Asian Daphne. Or maybe it's because they're phobic and they don't like seeing Velma and Daphne make out in the shower. I mean, I think I can speak for a lot of people when I say I don't mind seeing girls kissing girls sometimes, but I don't need Velma and Daphne making out in a Scooby-Doo show. Scooby-Doo is an iconic television series, an iconic cartoon series that was around well before me, and it will hopefully be around long after I'm gone. But at this rate, it looks like they're going to take the IP and completely burn it into the ground. I don't know if they realize the damage that they do to these IPs when they make shows like this one. You literally took a property like Scooby-Doo, which is a sure hit. Scooby-Doo never fails. Everyone loves Scooby-Doo. That's why there's always another iteration of Scooby-Doo. They took that and completely destroyed it to the point that people are going to feel weird watching Scooby-Doo moving forward. Now parents have to think twice before they put their kids in front of a television watching Scooby-Doo because they don't know if it's going to be about a gang of friends solving mysteries or it's going to be a gangbang in the shower with lesbians and strap-ons. It's literally getting out of hand. It's getting absolutely out of hand. And like I said, they responded to it classically by accusing everyone of being bad people. And now instead of taking the criticism, instead of looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score, instead of looking at the ID, I can't even hardly get my words out correctly. Instead of looking at the audience reception and looking at all of the reviews, they're saying that people are review bombing it. As if people all came together. A bunch of men came together because they accuse men of doing this. They're basically saying that a bunch of men came together and co-conspired to all take down the Velma show. Like all white dudes know each other and we all call each other up on the phone. Hey, I heard they race swapped Velma. Let's make sure this goes down. Let's make sure we review bomb this show. As if there's like some type of organized crime around the reviews surrounding this ass of a television show. But I want to read you all a snippet from this article from Screen Rant so you all can see how Hollywood feels about this. The Scooby-Doo spinoff Velma faces a massive review bombing campaign on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. Unfortunately for the show, it has been the subject of review bombs on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. As of the time of this writing, Velma has an 18% audience score. It's way lower than that now, as opposed to its 60% critic score on Rotten Tomato, which is lower than that now as well. Critics agree, this show is garbage. On IMDb, the story is the same, with 72% of the audience judging Velma a 1 out of 10, while many already believe that Velma's R rating is a bad idea. That doesn't account for the absolute slam of incredible negative reviews that come within hours of the show's release, as only 2 episodes have been aired so far. It's almost as if you premiere an episode that lasts 30 minutes, everyone watches it, and then within an hour or two, they leave a review. That's kind of how these things work. Like this YouTube video. I will drop this video, and then I will get some comments and people responding to how they feel about what I say in this video. There's no difference there. But to them, it's got to be a conspiracy. People love this show. Everyone freaking hates it. Let's go back into the article. Velma features race-blind casting that sees Daphne, Velma, and Norville, played by actors who are respectively South Asian, Asian, and Black. Who's Norville? That's Shaggy. They don't even call him Shaggy in the show. It wouldn't be the first time a diverse production has been review bombed due to its diversity, and it will unfortunately it won't be the last. The fact that Velma is being bashed almost exclusively by men also hints at the potentially sexist cause of the bombing. It's like when there's real things going on in the world. There are real things happening in this world, real injustices. Slavery is still a thing. Sweatshops, none of that matters to these people. They want to investigate why men don't like the Velma show. They fail to mention that women don't like it either. It is so utterly bizarre to see the links that these people will go to defend these woke garbage television shows. I could have told you from day one, and I did tell you all from day one, that this show was going to be garbage. It's simple as that. You have a Scooby-Doo show without Scooby-Doo. You don't even name the characters their proper names. None of them look like the characters everyone knows and loves. No one's going to like this show, except for a very small audience of people who don't even really enjoy the show. They'll just pretend to in order to piss people off. That's what happens. What's happening now is Hollywood has run out of ideas, so they decided to completely destroy everything we know and love, and in the process, they get hate clicks, hate views. Everyone's tuning into Velma to see how bad it is. They aren't tuning into it because they're excited to see it. And then you have this portion of people who feel like, when we stand this show and we act like we like this show, it's a slap in the face of the people, the misogynists and the wastists who hate it. This has nothing to do with people being racist. It has nothing to do with people being phobic or misogynist. This has everything to do with this show being a complete, utter disaster. No one wants to watch it. The reviews are the reviews. You cannot change them. You cannot pretend like this was a good show. But you know what they're going to do? They're just going to keep blaming people, and they're going to dig themselves a deeper hole. You know, if you would have told me a few years ago when this whole culture war started, that eventually Scooby-Doo fans of all people, Scooby-Doo fans would be getting attacked by Hollywood, I would have laughed in your face, but here we are. Here we are. Hollywood is accusing Scooby-Doo fans of being racist, misogynistic pigs. Never mind the fact that a lot of Scooby-Doo's core fan base are hippies that grew up with the show. You know what I mean? It is so outlandish, but this shows you where Hollywood's mind is at. But you all know where my mind is at. I'm here to stay, and we're going to continue calling out Hollywood right here on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, drop your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you soon in the next video.